were dressed similarly to her, although none of the women were wearing anything as skimpy as her dress. "We apprehended her in the chandelier bar," the guard said, releasing Liv finally. "She punched a fae." Behind the desk sat the most beautiful woman Liv had ever seen. Queen Visa's blonde hair hung in loose ringlets, perfectly framing her heart-shaped face. Her topaz blue eyes narrowed, and that somehow made her even more attractive. The curves of her pink lips were flawless, drawing Liv's eyes to them. When she stood, Liv could see that she was wearing a solid white blazer fastened at the waist with no shirt underneath, her boobs barely covered. The white pencil skirt was snug, hugging her narrow hips and stopping just short of her upper thighs. Her pink stilettos made a gentle noise as she strode around the desk, a murderous expression on her face. "So this is the woman who is going to kill me," Liv thought. "At least my last sight will be a good one." "You, magician, stroll onto my territory and assault one of mine. You must have a death wish," the queen said, walking around Liv and sizing her up. "I don't get it, though. You don't dress like your kind. Where's your oversized cape and bad sense of style?" "I left it at home. When in Rome," Liv said, her voice only slightly unsteady. At her back, there was a commotion, but Liv didn't dare turn around. "You, the magician assaulted you?" Queen Visa asked, looking away from Liv. A moment later, Rudolph was escorted to the front, a safe distance from Liv. He was still clutching his face where Liv had punched him. Bowing low, he forced a smile. "Yes, my queen, I was working on seducing her, and out of nowhere she punched me in the eye." Queen Visa scrutinized him with a stare that could melt ice. "You don't play the seductive game, and you know better than to try it on a magician. What are you playing at, Rudolphus?" He shook his head. "Nothing, my queen. I've been trying to get back into the game. Maybe I'm a bit out of practice, and I didn't know at first that she was a magician." The queen studied him for a moment, softening slightly. "My poor, dear Rudolphus. You're still broken from her death, aren't you?" Liv's eyes cut to the ground. She tried not to look interested. "Yes, my queen, but I'm on the mend, which is why I'm here," he answered. "I sure hope so," Queen Visa answered. "It's been well over a century. Move on already." He nodded, not at all looking like the fae Liv knew. "You're right, of course, you're right." She reached out, brushing her hand across his cheek, cold affection in her eyes. "We did have fun together, didn't we, my darling Rudolphus? Which was why I had to kill her. You'll always be mine. Always." He pressed his hand to the one holding his face and forced a smile. "I realize that now, and I'm extremely honored." Queen Visa's hand dropped at once, and she spun to face Liv. "Now, the question is, what do I do with you, magician?" "Not kill me?" Liv thought. Instead of saying that, she hitched up one hip and smacked her lips like she was chewing gum. "You can start by telling me how you got that ass. Do you do Pilates?" The collective gasps of the fae around the room made Liv stiffen. Queen Visa traced her pink fingernail over her perfect lips, regarding Liv with an unreadable look. "You look familiar. Where do I know you from?" "I work at a repair shop in WeHo. Did you bring a blender in last week?" Liv said casually, although her heart was racing. Queen Visa cracked a smile that nearly made Liv faint. It somehow made the impossibly beautiful woman even prettier. "I like you, magician. What's your name?" "Aren't you going to punish her?" Rudolph complained. "She gave me a black eye." Queen Visa shook her head at him. "You know as well as I do that a few bruises and scars makes you more attractive. You should be thanking Ms. She gave Liv an expectant look. "Liv," she answered. "Now, Liv, why are you in my casino?" "Magicians don't like gambling or drinking or anything fun, really. Just libraries and other boring things," Queen Visa said.